Hello everybody and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. It's me, Dark Mazda, for Dark Mazda Series Gaming. In the last episode we did Ophelia's chapter 1 and we found out that she came from a snowy area and she is part of the clergy. She's a cleric and she took on the role of flame bearer instead of her sister Liana when her father took ill, and then she now has to go on a journey across the land in order to bring this light from the first sacred light to these other towns and then return home. Until we level up we can't progress this story, so we're going to continue on and find some other characters to start the chapter 1 from. So let's get going. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Octopath Traveler. It's me, Dark Mazda, for Dark Mazda Series Gaming. We are going to be heading over towards Cyrus, or Cyrus? Yep, Cyrus at Atlasdam, and we're going to do his chapter 1, and then after that we've only got Tressa left to do for the chapter 1s. So yep, let's get going. If I remember correctly it was north, and we have to follow this road. Saw that chest there as we went by. There's an item not getting away from us. So we're coming away from the snow now, which is good to see. Don't like snowy areas in games, just as much as people don't like deserts in games as well. Right, let's... what's... alright, yeah, we can go down here and get this chest. Be in a battle before we know it.
Let us fight with honor.
Some new enemies, so let's see what happens with these. Just attack the first one, yeah.
I'm ready.
The area of effect attacks are normally good to use for the first fights. You get to hit multiple enemies with certain weapons and it'll show up what vulnerabilities they've got.
Victory shall be mine.
I am ready. I'll do my best.
All right. Here goes nothing.
I am ready.
The battle.
My turn now.
Have at you.
I am ready. I'll do my best.
Here we go. Ha! Try again.
So Noble Court, Flames Grace, Is Atlasdam, that's where we're going, down over. Now, I thought there may be something here, and I was right, there's a chest there.
Bring it on. This calls for good.
I am ready. Knighthood, bring your shade.
The battle is truly joined.
I'll do my best.
Here we go.
Have at you.
I'm ready. I'll not be defeated.
What's the big idea? What's the big idea?
I'm ready.
The battle.
Here goes nothing.
My turn now. I'm ready.
Have at you.
Here goes nothing.
I'll do my best. I am ready. The show is over.
Thunder Soulstone. The Whistlewood. Let's have a look here a second. Not where we need to be just yet, I don't think. Let's save it here for now. Right, just to the left, we'll get this chest. There we are. We're at our destination. Looks as though we're going to be looking around for Cyrus. Let's just check the armourer first. Now we can actually get a new glaive, which is pretty sweet. Let's just leave it for now. Right, so here he is here. So we're going to speak to him now. Yes. I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlasdam, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man. In his shadowy subterranean study, he will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. We're definitely taking Cyrus along. So we are going to switch a failure out for Cyrus. And we're going to hear the beginning of the tale.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now. No need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Let's have a quick look around first. There's a chest downstairs, so we're going to pick that up. Let me just have a look over at the other areas. You never know where there's going to be chests. Right, well there's 3 down there as well, so we're going to try and have at those. Oh, well it's not going to let us. To raise. Profess?
Professor Albright.
Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is...
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor, it will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame that.
The truth
I
is...
do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of sharp and a curious mind.
I thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness, as I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese.
Oh, hello there, Therese.
Yes?
Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Can I pop back in here? Let's see if we can open these chests over here. A Thunder Soul Stone, and there was 3 over at the other end. Herb of Awakening, Inspiriting Plum, and a Healing Grape. Well, something's better than nothing. So we were going to the library, weren't we? And this must be it just here then.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of the Church of the Flame, a complete histoire, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it. Well, you're in luck because Ophelia's on her way as well. You are more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you are as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes, much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will. How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well, might I ask of you a favour? What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh? I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy, and the Academy alone!
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Well, he seems like a bit of a Grinch.
...is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone. Something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. it won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
What is it, Therese? It's about Professor Albright, sir. Oh, what's she gonna be saying? Is she telling tall tales? Make for the library. Off we go to the library. Here we go.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright. You don't remember I was here earlier?
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. I bet you the headmaster took it. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that, indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not, the tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some
And the game is
research.
afoot. Now where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library is stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Cyrus can scrutinise and glean new knowledge from the townspeople. Let's see now. Testimony. Of course I've got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes, is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? The guard's situation. Most intriguing. You glean new information, the guard's situation. So we are heading back in, and we're going to question these people let's see now. His testimony is the key to the archives. Oh, I haven't got that, but I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. So that's Russell's situation. So he's probably he has motive. He has motive because he's got debt. Let's see what let's see what she's got to say. Only Headmaster Ivan and the guard stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Now, I said that it would be the headmaster to start with. So, yeah. Do you know what? I do think that it's the headmaster. There's no doubt about it. So, where are we going to head now? We're going to head up here. Do you know what? Let's just take a quick look down here. What's this boarded up bit here? Right, we can't go in there just yet. Guessing we're going to chase him out of there at some point. So, let's just head round the back here a second. Is there anything around there? No, there isn't. Classrooms. Well, I'm just going to look at all of these rooms and make sure there's no chests that are begging to be looked at. Not this one just yet. Right, there's no other rooms here, so we'll pop in here. And yeah, let's talk to the headmaster. Let's see now. Testimony. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to pursue those tomes in quite some time. So that's the headmaster's situation. He has a key, this is true, but the dust gathered upon it suggests, that it hasn't been used in a while. Right. That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses keys to the archives? So, the headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
It all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose key was used to unlock the archives? So we think it's going to be the guards, right? Because the headmaster's hasn't been used in a long time. So we'll say the guards. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty. That seemed a little bit sus as well, didn't it?
Oh!
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person. So, is it possible that the guard is our man?
No.
No, he would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Yep, so that's Russell, who I said that he had the motive earlier on, with him knowing the true value of the tome and having debts to pay himself. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt. So we've just mentioned that.
Which means that...
And our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably. That shifty scholar Russell. I dare say my logic is foolproof. But
Shall
just
we
because
begin?
he has debt does not mean that he's actually stolen it. Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it, he's been doing his research underground these days. So this is where we go on down here. Okay.
Now then,
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. And this is where we're at when we've met them, right? And so I've taken it upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved after all. It is of utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. So Sirius has joined the party. Cyrus, sorry. And, yep. So let's see what equipment he's got. So, yeah, he's got a staff, staves. We can put a shield on him, so we'll do that. Ordinary hat. Yeah, let's see what we can put on him. So 82, 88. I think we need to go for this one, the headgear. Body. So 107. We'll put leather armor on him. And there we go. There's nothing more that we can put on there. Right. So we're going to save it first. And let's find this tome. We'll try up here first.
time to teach you a lesson.
I am ready.
Alright, so because he studied the fours, we know what weaknesses they have. That's pretty cool.
Now, what next?
Let's see what you've got. Fireball, Ice Wind. Right, so that's good. He's like a magical based.
Here goes nothing.
I am ready.
No. Bring it on.
What was the logical
I am ready.
Here goes nothing.
What is the logical course?
No. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Right, so that's the way straight away there. So we have got other places to go.
Victory! I will cut you down!
ready. Knighthood, bring your shade.
Here we go.
What is the logical course of action?
I am ready.
How about you? The thrill of the fight.
I'm going to collect this chest here. And then we're going to come back because normally when the merchant and the save point's there, that means that that's where the boss is going to be. So if we come down towards here, so let's go back to the beginning and we'll go to the left. Oh, see, there is a chest there. We just walked straight past it at the beginning and didn't even notice it. Not quite sure how to get that one. Is there a way down? Ah, there we go. Window tire. So let's so we'll put this onto Cyrus. We're going to check the skills, so we can learn a new skill with Albury. I'm going to go spearhead. And we've got a new support skill. Increase a single ally's speed for 2 turns. What we'll do is we'll augment a single ally's elemental attacks for 2 turns. This will be handy to buff Cyrus up if the boss is weak to whatever magic he's got. The fire and the ice, I believe. But we can learn a new one with him, I would have thought. And what can we put here? Poison or unleash an axe attack on a single foe. Yeah, we'll go for that one. And we've got a new support skill for him. So we can do lightning. Right, should we go for lightning bolt? And then what else should we go? Firestorm, blizzard. Oh, do you know what? I'm not sure which one we should go for. We'll go for fire. Right, so we've got support skills as well. So, right. Endure. When the equipping character is afflicted with poison, sleep, confusion, blindness, silence, terror, or unconsciousness, their physical and elemental defenses are enhanced. Yep. Okay, I'm happy with that. Second wind. Recover a certain amount of SP each turn. Yep, we'll have that. That's good. Resist ailments. Improves resistance to poison, to status ailments, basically. Alright, and evasive maneuvers. Reduces the rate of random encounters. Equipping this skill with multiple characters will have no added effect. Of random encounters? Why would we want to reduce the rate of random encounters? No, we'll leave that off because otherwise we'll not level up to be able to do the other chapters, right? So we'll leave that off. You know, maybe that's for later on in the game when you don't really need to level up as much. Okay, so we'll get. How do we get that one? Must be round here, is it? Right. If you need anything, just say the word. We don't really need to buy any of those, do we? What we will do though, is we will heal ourselves up. And we'll save it. Right, and that's how you do get this one here. A light soul stone. And then the boss, I believe.
What?
Professor Albright? Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working?
Excuse me.
My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door.
A moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives. I haven't the faintest clue what you were talking about.
Come now.
Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What? The hells you can.
The truth is...
Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber. But that's impossible. He was asleep. I'm positively... Ah.
Oh.
Keeping up on your friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about this goddamn book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy, to prove your innocence, of course. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. Oh, here he comes. He's coming at us. Oh, wow. Oh, he looks scary.
Bring it on.
Right.
I'm ready. The peacock struck.
How about you?
An interesting dilemma.
Smite them down. No.
I'm ready. The lion dance.
it on!
I am ready.
How about you? My blade is unbending!
What is the logical course of action?
Great inferno! The land! Here we go!
Now then, watch my blade dance.
I am ready. Knighthood, bring your shade.
Bring it on! That'll do her.
Now, what next? Let's try this.
I am ready.
Victory shall be mine.
What is the logical course of action?
Great inferno! Scorch the land! Here goes nothing. This calls for search.
I am ready.
Interesting dilemma.
That's the goons took care of.
Here we go. Here goes nothing.
I am ready.
Here goes nothing. Try this.
Victory shall...
Think not. Now, what next? Think not.
Now then. My blade is unbending! Watch my blade dance.
There we go. We got rid of him.
With
He
each
wasn't
battle,
too hard.
I grow stronger.
I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book. And we have to apologise to the headmaster. Oh well. That I did, and yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
From the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
I see. So this volume was lost or stolen long before that?
yes.
Right, as always, Professor. Pray tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I am not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Yet another mystery it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster, would speak with you at once.
Is autumn
Again, what could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists...
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter.
He doesn't sound too happy.
Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
I bet you that Therese has said that Cyrus and the princess are cavorting or engaging in activity that should not be engaged in.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Oh, so there we go, we were right. And it's Therese, because she's jealous, basically. Because she's noticed that the princess has taken a great interest in her studies. Although she may have ulterior motive, I'm sure that Cyrus doesn't.
And you believe this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright has put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing fieldwork in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
Yeah.
An enigma as ever, that one.
No, you're just daft to believe stupid gossip. You've pushed him away now. Probably one of your best professors at the school as well. Oh, here's the culprit.
Professor!
Oh, Therese, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
Then you heard true.
That was quick. Seems though he's just been told himself.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious, wasn't it?
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
Jealousy, mate. She fancies you.
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
Oh, well, both of you are not going to have any now.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
The answer to that question is nope.
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
And now doesn't she feel dumb?
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yeah, she's not going to be studying now.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
Now this is where you turn around and say, nope.
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
Head southeast out of town. Okey-doke. And that is where we shall be going. Let's just see if the provisioner has anything that we could take up. No, we don't need to. Let's just save it here a moment. What is this house here?
Now, I must find out all I can about from the far reaches of hell. My erstwhile colleague, Det, knows more about arcane studies than anyone I know. Last I heard, she sojourned in Quarry Quest. I should begin my journey there.
Oh, who's following here? And so Cyrus left the academy behind, in search of the lost tome. From the far reaches of hell, what dark secrets might its pages hold? Only the gods know. So that might be a fella with one of those crow tattoos. It's going to interlink somehow with the other characters' stories. So let's continue on. There's a save point just outside of town, and we're going to save it there and draw close to the episode. Let me just take a look at the world map a moment. So we are at Atlasdam Flats, and we need to make it down to Ripple-Tide. So let's just see what this sign says. North Atlasdam Flats to Flame Grace, Ripple-Tide. So we can go south to Ripple-Tide, so that's good. We're just going to save it now then, and okay everybody, so thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Octopath Traveler. I've been your host today, Dark Master, for Dark Master Series Gaming, and if you've made it this far to the end of this video, thank you very much. Watching the content is supporting the content, and join me next time when we will continue our journey towards Tresses Chapter 1. And also, if you have liked the video, please like and sub, and I will see you guys on the flip side.